So my name is David. I'm talking about immigration. And like I tell the aliens, because a lot of times people like they call undocumented people like they call them aliens. Not sure why. And the why question is why are immigrants discriminated and attacked? The like reason. I mean, there's no like one reason, but I believe that it's because most people are closed-minded. Oh, and then like you might be asking like why now? Well, as of like presidential elections, like we see that like immigration has been like a big topic, and like especially with like Donald Trump, like he says different things, and he attacks the undocumented like population, saying he wants to deport them and stuff. And like I'm pretty sure everyone knows this. Like I'm undocumented though, and yeah, it's like I don't really care about it. Like it is what it is, you know. But yeah. And oh, for my interview, I interviewed Dr. Costa. She works in the mobile offices. She works helping undocumented students go to college, get like financial aid and stuff. And I chose her because I know that she has worked with like many undocumented students. Like I know like just this year she probably worked with like a couple hundred. And also she used to be undocumented, but like well, since she came at an early age, she was able to get like her citizenship and stuff like that. Back when it was like easier for people to get their like papers and stuff like that. And then I had two quotes here. The first one is when I was doing my research, I found this guy named Calvin Villanueva. He's from Guatemala, I believe, and he lived here in the United States, and he was deported. And when he was being like questioned and stuff, they asked him like why he was here, and he said to live and work because in my country it is very difficult. A lot of times people think that immigrants just come here just to take up jobs or something. But also when they questioned him, he discussed how in his country it's very dangerous just to like be outside after certain hours, and like many people die. And the second quote was from Bernie Sanders. He says immigrants should be welcomed and assimilated, not criminalized and exploited. Like, obviously I agree with him because I'm documented. But like I'm not here to like change anyone's perspective. Like you don't like immigrants to do, it's up to you. But I feel like we should all be informed about like what's actually going on. And then here's a video. It's not funny. Oh, you're gonna have to copy this. Basically, in the video, he says things that Donald Trump says, like supposedly facts that he presents in his rallies, and he like shows the real facts that he like researched.
Donald Trump has opened the floodgates to lies about immigration. Here are the myths and the facts. Myth: immigrants take away American jobs. Wrong. Immigrants add to economic demand, and thereby push firms to create more jobs. Myth: we don't need any more immigrants. Baloney. The U.S. population is aging. 25 years ago, each retiree in America was matched by 5 workers. Now, for each retiree, there are only 3 workers. Without more immigration, in 15 years, the ratio will fall to 2 workers for every retiree, which is not nearly enough to sustain our retiree population. Myth: immigrants are a drain on public budgets. Bull. Immigrants pay taxes. The Institute on Taxation and Economic Policy released a report this year showing undocumented immigrants paid $11.8 billion in state and local taxes in 2012. And their combined nationwide state and local tax contributions would increase by another $2.2 billion under comprehensive immigration reform. Myth: legal and illegal immigration is increasing. Wrong again. The net rate of illegal immigration into the U.S. is less than 0. The number of undocumented immigrants living in the U.S. has actually declined from 12.2 million in 2007 to 11.3 million now, according to the Pew Research Center. Don't listen to the demagogues who want to blame the economic problems of middle class and poor on new immigrants, whether here legally or illegally. The real problem is the economic game is rigged in favor of a handful at the top. Warden.
Alright, so, yeah, basically he just said a lot of stuff that people, like, I know Trump says a lot of those things, like, that's why I really guess a little guy that was paying on top of supposed to be him. But, a lot of people, like, they're not informed, like, they hear stuff and they just believe it. And I know, like, a lot of people, like, make jokes, like, I know it's just joking around, like, they say, like, oh, like, immigrants only pay tax, so he just, like, said, do you really know? And then the solution, I said, well, I said, one, people should, like, be more open-minded and try to be informed. Like, if you don't know something, you shouldn't just make a judgment right away. Like, you should go and, like, look up stuff in order to understand what's actually going on. And then the second was, like, I know a lot of people that are documented that they're shy or scared to come out because of what people might say and stuff. I think everyone should just, like, well, if you're not gonna, like, come out and say what you are, because in the end, like, you're informing people on your own, and, like, that's gonna better the way people